So this is my second ever video journal entry, and it is Thursday, August 22nd. I spent the first hour of the day saying that it was August 23rd. I apologize to those of you with whom I interacted during that period of time. Anyway, today turned out to be a surprisingly wonderful day after such a difficult day yesterday and kind of the day before. I dropped the kids off at school. I think I took a little nap. I did some chores and got my lashes done by sweet Abby, and she was so sweet. She had thought of me enough to get me this beautiful journal to write in that is the psalm that says, sing your joy unto the Lord. It's beautiful. She's incredible. What a dear person in my life. Then I've just been working on my website. So today I finally felt confident enough with it to put it out into the world. And I got some payments back. And I think I've kind of figured out how things are going to going forth, which I'm really excited about. In the middle of the day, I texted Mike just to see how his plate was doing this week, because that's what we've been joking back and forth about. And I sent a really funny gif of this plate of pancakes with a peeled banana sitting on top of it. It looks sort of like an octopus that was making funny faces and waving its arms. And so, how's your plate today? I thought it was hilarious. I don't know about him, but he did say ha. Anyway, through a back and forth, I told him what was going on, and I mentioned that I needed my piano moved, and he generously volunteered to help me move it tonight. When I read that, I went, be still in my heart, because I was afraid I'd lost the connection with him. But for him to volunteer that meant a lot to me. So I took him up on it and went about my day. So I worked this afternoon on all my studio stuff. And then I went to the rehearsal. Well, it was a meeting tonight for the Arts District Chorale. And we met the new director. And I was very skeptical, as I'm sure that everybody was, about meeting him. And because I love Constantina, and I'm completely brokenhearted that she's leaving, but I understand that change is part of life. I respect her, and by setting the example of herself as leaving a situation that wasn't the best for her, that empowers me to do the same thing. So it's okay. It's growth. Anyway, I knew that Mike was coming over after the meeting. I was going to leave the meeting a little early to be here for him. And the meeting was wonderful. I took some of those drops from California earlier in the afternoon, and they were really hitting me in the meeting. So I was just abundantly charming, or not. I'm not sure. What do people think? I don't know. Maybe I'm just cute. Anyway, caught up with Reagan. Turns out his next door neighbor died, and it was super weird, and I want the story for Hometown Stories from My Favorite Murder. Talked to a few different people about the vulnerability of being on social media, the vulnerability involved with what I'm doing and creating a website and putting it out there to my current studio. And then just caught up on some summer stuff. Amelia's daughter is getting married, and I got to hear about the wedding planning, and it was so sweet. I'm so happy for them. So it was a terrific meeting. And then the new director started speaking, and I really am not excited because he reminds me of the new director at the high school where I teach, and I just kind of was skeptical. This guy started talking, and I was completely transfixed. he has the right energy about him. He has this combination of humility, but self-strength and confidence, and knowing that he's doing the thing he's supposed to be doing, that I feel like is rarely seen in any human ever. And because of that, I feel as though I can follow him the way that I followed Constantina, or at least there's a chance of that, because that's what I think most of all that I admired about her. Because to take a job like being the director of a community choir that's volunteer, but it's pretty, challenging, it's daring in some ways, it's a big job. And his girlfriend was there, and she was beautiful. She was like maybe the most beautiful person I've ever seen in real life. But I didn't actually get to meet them because I was visiting with everybody else, and I had to leave early and come home, where I could meet Mike, who came over and helped me with the house. And he was handsome, of course, and all his muscles were there, and I was like, I'm playing it cool. I played it so cool, I think. I was my normal, silly, sweet self that I've always been. I did not even come close to touching him or making a move, and he helped me and helped me and helped me get this piano into this room, so my studio is going to be awesome. And then at the end we realized there was more work to be done, and he said, call me tomorrow night if you need more help. Then he hugged me. He hugged me. And I knew, I think, deep down what I've suspected all along, and I'm hoping is true, which is that there might be a future. We have an attraction. I feel like I've grown enough, and I see in him enough that there's a pathway where we can both benefit each other. He's very wise about many things. He's older. He has a lot he can teach me about some things. I think I have a lot I can teach him about letting go and loving. And I think both of our hearts are pretty pure. And our children are our priorities. So I'm not going to get overly excited, but I'm a little excited. Because it would be fun to connect with somebody with whom I feel I have more in common with. Then I took some pictures for the website, or test pictures, where I'm on the piano. And I've been ignoring Damon the last few days because I fucking can't deal with him right now. But impulsively, I texted him the pictures to see what he would think of them as a possible, website picture. And he said that with different lighting and different makeup, it'd be great. So I think those things can be fixed with filters. I don't really know still. I was just putting something out there. Anyway, I've got Mike. He's helping me out. I've got my choir friends. They're there. I have my families from the studio. They're coming back. The kids are doing well. I just have to keep going. Keep getting up, doing the next thing on the list. Just do it. Be a queen. Be a queen. And from there, things will fall into place.